Hi, these are some of the steps we go through if you should happen to install a set of our injectors and you didn't quite get all the contaminants out of the fuel system. So what we're going to do is show you this, some of the steps that we do, and of course this is only part of it, but I mean the rest of it should be self-explanatory. You're just basically washing things up. But this is just kind of something you probably do yourself at home. If this should happen to you with any set of injectors, especially if it just all of a sudden develops something weird in the end cylinders, like fuel knock at idle, things like that. That's normally, in fact, that's always some kind of contamination got in there. So if you get it out quickly enough, it won't show up your nozzles and uh, give you ultra high returns. You know, so you get to it quick enough, it won't do any damage, basically. Okay, well, um, I guess here you go.
I guess that's probably the seal and this is the packing. And then you put your seal in there. And I just use a little round pick. It's got the end of it broke off, but it works pretty good. Bob's got another one over here he uses. It's kind of fancy too. Nothing special. Make sure it's clean. You don't want dog hair all over it. just start it in a little bit. Like that. Can you see that okay?
Yeah.
Alright, I can't see what you're seeing, so then you just kind of rock it around sideways there. And I'll take my pick and just push from the high side here. A little at a time, make sure you keep pushing pressure that way. You don't want to slip and run down the front of the seal. You don't want to tear it up. But just make sure you can just gently go through and work it down a little at a time. All the way down. Just have to look at it. It's hard for me to show you in the camera and see what I'm doing here at the same time. Alright, I got it seated all the way down in there. Then you can take the edge of your pick and just kind of, just the rounded edge, just kind of go around the lip of it a little bit. It kind of knocks just a little bit of the edge off of it. So when you put the valve back in there, it doesn't scrape off. I always make sure I blow it out real good. Make sure it's nice and clean. Everything went in straight. You can kind of see, I don't know if you can in the video, but you can. I can, if I hold it just right, you can kind of just barely see a little bit of the metal ring right around on the inside here. That's all you can be able to see. If you see any, if you feel it, you'll feel it slide in and out. It'll feel kind of gravelly. I don't know, you'll kind of feel it catch. It won't be perfectly smooth. If there's anything in it, kind of the same way. Chug it up in the drill there a little bit, and same thing, just run it back and forth. You kind of want to tap the end a little bit, but you don't want to hammer it real hard. Tap it a little bit, you'll feel it. If it's getting kind of drag, it'll get loose. And it'll drop down nice nice and smooth like that. If you get to this point and it still feels like it ain't, clean it again. Again, I put oil in it. Now this is just a used valve for demonstration here, but put a little oil in it. The oil is kind of thick so that you can see where it's blowing the bubbles. It slows it down from moving so much till you get down to where you need to be. Nice and smooth.
Oh, there it started. Go ahead.
All right. Stick the tube in the middle hole here. Hold your finger over it because it'll blow that pin out. Take the pin out of it. Flush it out a little bit. Blow it out from there. Put a little bit of oil in it. Can you pause that?
Yeah.
It'll have the battery and the drills on the charger. Chuck it up in the drill there a little bit. You'll kind of feel it catch a little bit when you run it back and forth, and you'll feel it get smooth. You don't want to hammer too hard. You just let it float back and forth, just to make sure it's clean. And I push it back out. Back together.